Well, apparently I am live. I am testing Ecamm live, and I thought it'd be a good time to once again thank everybody for the birthday messages over the weekend for my 56th birthday. And so I appreciate they came in from all over the place, all over the world, with family and friends in different areas that I've got to know over the last 56 years. And so I appreciate those messages. I appreciate the DMs, the calls, the posts on social media for my birthday. So thank you very much. But also I am testing out Ecamm, and so it's a pretty interesting app for streaming and for creating content on and doing presentations on a Mac. And so I guess you can switch between cameras, and that's not a good one. That's straight up my nose. You can go black and white. You could also use a studio camera, and you could use other cameras attached. One of them was actually my iPhone. But what I wanted to share with you is something that I've got on a sticker. Got some T-shirts about clarity through action. Clarity through action. So I can actually move this camera around too. Check that out. If I want to show you some of my posters. There you go. So clarity through action. Clarity through action is something that I came up with a few years ago because I noticed that sometimes it's easy for me. I can be a perfectionist. I can sometimes also be a procrastinator. I could also let ADD get the best of me and be distracted. But sometimes, we can get stuck in this place where we're not getting things done. We're not moving forward. We're stuck in this place of not knowing what the best next move is. And because we don't have the clarity or the 100% direction on that, we don't make any move at all. And I've seen many people do this in life. I've seen them do this in business, where they're kind of stuck in this place of just not knowing what the next step is. And there are times, not all the time, you still have to use wisdom, but there are times that the best next step is just to take a step, to figure out what is a safe next step to take and just do it. Just to take that step of faith. I love the illustration of, or the story of Peter in the storm, where they were in a storm. Jesus was walking on the water, and Peter said, well, if it's you, let me come out on the water and let me walk on the water as well. And Jesus just kind of said, okay, come. I mean, there's one word, but come. And Peter took that step. He took that step out of the boat, and, it was a step of faith. It was a step that he didn't know if the water would hold. And he took that step forward, and he found out that the water would hold. And so I think for a lot of us, when it comes to next steps for our business, when it comes to next steps for what we're doing, is we've just got to take that step. We've just got to move forward as safely and as wisely as possible. No foolishness, but you'll get the clarity once you take that next step. As I said, sometimes you get clarity through action. And so sometimes we just need to take that next step, and we'll find that the clarity will come as we're walking. I remember the first time I drove a car at night, and it was pretty terrifying. I'd never driven a car. I had, especially at night, and driving the car at night was terrifying because you no longer had the visual of, like when you're driving during the daytime, where you can see far ahead of you. Suddenly you could only see as far as the headlights would go. And for a new driver, that was scary, to drive fast into a darkness that only once you get there will there be light. And so that was pretty terrifying for me, driving, and maybe you've had the same experience as well. But sometimes we need to do that. We need to drive towards the darkness with the light that we have. And as we get there, as we get to the end of what we think is the light, there is actually more light. And so I want to encourage you today, as we start off this new week, as I start off my 56th year, I just want to encourage you to not let yourself get stuck in this place of not knowing what the next step is, not knowing what the best next step is, and you're not doing anything at all. You're either trying to make it perfect, you're trying to get all the ducks in a row, and you're not making any moves as well. One thing that I tell a lot of clients is, a website is never finished, only launched. And some people can get stuck in this place of waiting and doing and over and over and over and over, back and forth, revisions and tweaks and tweaks and tweaks and tweaks, and they never actually get the website launched. And then once it is launched, they think, I'm done. I've got the website launched, not realizing that plugins need to be updated, software needs to be updated, content needs to be updated. Unless your developer knows how to do it, but even that little date at the bottom of your website that has the copyright date, that needs to be updated. And so it's easy to get stuck in this place of iteration after iteration, tweak after tweak, and you never get launched. And so I want to encourage you today with this video as I move into my 56th year, and I want to encourage you that clarity can sometimes come through simply taking action. Take action, move forward. It might be imperfect, but imperfect action is better than perfect, not doing anything. And so imperfect action is always better than, trying to get everything just right and not doing anything at all. And so I want to encourage you with that. Hopefully this has been good for you. Hopefully my little playing around with this Ecamm Live is, wow, that's a terrible shot. It's not too crazy. But I appreciate you guys. And once again, thank you for all the birthday wishes this year. And you guys take care. Now I've got to figure out how to turn this off. And there's other things that this could do. Haven't quite figured that out yet. You can do presentations, I guess. And I haven't quite set that up yet. But Ecamm Live is a pretty cool app. And I'm excited to learn about this more and use it more, and hopefully create more content for you guys that'll help your business grow, help your church grow, take you to the next level of where you might want to go. Also might be doing some coaching, reintroducing that. I haven't really talked about the coaching, but sometimes, you get stuck. Sometimes you need clarity. Sometimes you just need somebody else to talk to. With 30 years of business and being a creative professional, sometimes I might have insights that can help you get unstuck. And so if you need to get unstuck, be sure to give me a call. Would love to help you out with maybe a unstuck clarity call, just to take you to the next level. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Have a great week. And I am going to figure out how to shut this off. I think it's this button.